Good afternoon. Hello, chat. Welcome. Kashi coming in with a Prime for 11 months in a row. Thank you very much, my friend. And my HR coming in with a Prime for 2 months in a row as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You've triggered a hype train level 1, 62%, 3 minutes left on the clock. Marv coming through as well. Marv, thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you and your face.
Happy birthday, Joey.
Chat, it's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. There's no garage fund. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. MK, welcome, buddy. How are you? Old to Gold coming in. Thank you very much for the Prime subscription, my friend. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you doing today, peeps? Pushed us up to a level 2 hype train. Thank you so much. Who we got in here today? I'm absolutely fantastic. Thank you, MK, my guy. Andrew, welcome, bud. Joseph, Simon, Bodge, Tom, Adam, Ben, Kashi, yo, 3D, Adam, Chaos, Undergrow, hello, Bob, Aaron, Jeannie, welcome. On Twitch, we got Deca, Sparta, Layu, MUB, Tristan, welcome, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Stormy Garbage, hello, mate. Skid, sorry. Morning, my friend. CPR coming in. Wicked Lazy, hello. Bez, good afternoon. Das. Joseph coming in.
Happy birthday, Law.
Guys, it's not my birthday. What on earth? What's happening? Thank you very much for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. It's not my birthday, though. It's not my birthday, guys. Loving the t-shirt, making some merch. No, this is old. This was a. This is when I hit 50k. 50k.
Birthday train.
Guys, it's not my birthday. Russ, thank you very much for the membership for 3 months. I appreciate you. It is my birthday month. It's not my birthday. You inspired me to start micro soldering. Let's go. I'm glad I was able to help you. This is an Xbox Series X box, and what I like to do is I buy these big sheets of like parcel wrapping. But it's, what do you call it, guys? It's they use it in like industrial places. What do you call it? Like, is it pallet wrap? Is that what they call it? They call it like pallet wrap. And then what you can do is you don't have to put the X box in another box. You just pallet wrap it. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, you just pallet wrap it. It makes life so much easier. Less waste and whatnot. You do that, and then you can go the other side, which is exactly what I'm going to do. This is a free repair that I've just completed for somebody. Yep. Yo, Tularion, thank you very much. And a big welcome. First time you're catching a live stream. 1 minute 30 on the hype train. Level 2, 27%. Thank you, guys. Cool. Appreciate everybody in here. Arafel, welcome, buddy. How's everything with you, my friend? I just watched the Casey Neistat video about the AI stuff. I don't know if anybody else has seen that. Okay, and then we give it a few wraps of tip. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. I appreciate it. Baz, welcome. How are you? Finishing off something before working on before moving on to a new topic. Lovely jubbly. Apo, welcome. How are you? What are we wrapping? This is a Xbox Series X FreeRepair that I've just finished. So I'm wrapping it to send it back. And I was just talking about the way that I wrap. I like to use lots of tape. No reason not to, I guess, hey? Just to make sure nice and secure. Perfect. And then that way, all sides are covered. So that's one side. There's another side. There's another side. There's another side. Another side. Another side. And that is literally ready to go back to the person who sent it. Jubbly! What's good, peeps? Did the bent switch get fixed? You'll find out in a video. You'll find out in a video, my friend. Should be live tomorrow. So I'm assuming there's some people who don't really want the spoiler. Some people know. Yeah, all good. Thank you, Gary. How are you? Not long found your channel. Been binge watching your content for the last 6 days. Thank you. I appreciate that. How am I? Arafel? I'm okay, thank you, mate. I watch a few fix-it channels so I can learn how to fix my own stuff. Been buying all the tools required. Now I'm literally the definition of all gear, no idea. I was there as well, my friend. Don't worry about it. Got plans for 150k merch. You're going to need it before long. I know. No, I probably won't do merch for a while. To be honest, I probably won't do merch for a while. It requires a lot of logistics, I think. And next time I do it, I'd ideally do it for a profit and not at cost, which is what I did for the last one. So I made pretty much no money at all on the last merch drop that I did, which was that for 100k? I think it was for 100k. I wanted to just do it all for as low to cost as possible on fourth wall, and I did that, and I made hardly any money from it. So next time I do merch, I think it'll be like an inside job where maybe I'll get a small team to help me and we do all the logistics ourselves and stuff. Because that'll be, to be honest, that'll be quite a cool thing to do, I think. But yeah, I can't imagine that being for a while. I'm good, thank you, Arafel. Yeah, really, really good. Today's been a very busy day. I managed to get another video done, recorded. So I've got a video for Wednesday and Saturday, which, if I'm honest, is like the furthest that I've had in advance in months, because I've just, yeah, I'm not too sure about the video on Saturday, but it is what it is. It's nice to have a little bit of breathing space. That's where I'm at. It's nice to have a little bit of breathing space. When I'm trying to make sure that I pump out 2 videos a week, one for a Wednesday, one for a Saturday. And guys, I don't know if you've noticed, I've been uploading to Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram daily since like the 1st of September. So I'm working with someone at the moment who's a good friend of mine, and he's been doing pretty much all of the editing, bar a few that I've done. And yeah, it's been busy. It's been busy. So the TikTok's been growing. The Instagram, the Facebook's been growing. TikTok, just to give you like a bit of inside information, right? The TikTok. Let me go into the studio. The TikTok since, let's go 28 days. Yeah, let's do 28 days. So in the last 28 days, so this is from 8th of September, on TikTok, we've gained 3.5 million views on TikTok alone. 3.5 million on TikTok. And that has equaled a total of, when it loads, it's just crashed on me. GG. So in the last 28 days on TikTok, we've gained 13,000 followers on the TikToks. 13,000 followers on the TikToks. So we gained 13,000 followers on TikTok. On the YouTube, in the last 28 days, we have gained 8,000 subs. And Facebook and Instagram, I think, split between the two in the last 28 days. I would go ahead and say it's maybe like 6,000 between the two in the last 28 days. Let me see, follows. Ooh, that's 1.5k on Facebook in the last 28 days. Instagram, 1.9. So we're probably talking 3k. So what's that? 25? About 20, between 20 and 25,000 new followers the last month for JDT. So it's been busy. It's been busy in the sense of just getting out there a little bit more and posting and cross-posting stuff. A lot of it is used content, so it's not horrendous, but you know, a lot of editing and stuff still takes place. Dell Security, welcome, my friend. How are you? So yeah, we're doing some cross-posting stuff, and it's just been busy. So to get like 2 videos ahead now for JDT on the main channel for YouTube is just, I'm super happy. I'm super happy. It gives me Wednesday, Saturday. It's just a little bit of breathing space. Ideally, I want 6, man. If I could get 6 videos ahead, that's ideal, but I don't know if that's going to happen. TikTokers love garage funds. There is no garage fund, chat. If you need recommendations, I've purchased all our merch at work, so I can show you examples of quality. That'd be cool, Tristan. Yeah, that'd be nice. Woogie, welcome. How are you? 3D Code Warrior, good afternoon, my friend. How are you? Rewarding consistency. Yeah, I think so. I think it is. Numbers are crazy. Thanks, Russ. I appreciate that. We worked out that in terms of views across all platforms in the last 28 days, I can't remember what I said it was to my friend. Oh, how can I also forget? I've now got a YouTube Shorts channel as well, which is doing very well. That's gained a few thousand subs in the past month as well, because that was below 1,000 and we're now on 3.7k. And that on its own in the past 28 days has generated 1.4 million views and 2,600 subscribers, and we had a big day yesterday. So yeah, it's been interesting to say the least. How are you guys? How is everybody? Are you guys okay? Could you send that cold to Australia? I wish we had cold here as well, you know. I really do. Sunny Canada, where it's -1, I would love nothing more. Tell me, Greg, is it blue skies and cold, crisp air? Please, just tell me. Please. Is it? Joe, what made you start your first video? Were you working in repair shops before? No, Dell Security. What made me make my first video was watching people repair stuff on YouTube, and I learned everything from watching on YouTube. I am YouTube born and raised for repairs. I am YouTube born and raised for repairs. I started with no knowledge, nothing. Zilch. No qualifications.
Hello, hello, hello.
Baljinder, man.
Garage fun. Car emoji.
Baljinder, there is no garage fun. Nothing. There is no garage fun. Thank you very much for the 200. People were telling me that that was rupees. I don't know if it is, but thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Arafel coming in with a gifted sub to Asrin. Arafel, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's very, very kind of you guys. We're on 857 total Twitch subs. Thank you. Come to the Midwest. Beautiful blue sky and 15 degrees. Blue skies with sun out. Yeah, Greg, I'm very jealous, man. Greg. Yeah, I was going to ask you to post a picture, but I don't want you to compromise your location. I don't want the gloomy clouds from Wales. I'm okay, thank you, Acidic. I've got plenty here. Watching the stream on the screen in the sun whilst my wife is driving. Lovely jubbly. 10 degrees here. I just rebuilt 3 PS5 South bridges by hand, and now as zen as they... Yeah. It feels stuffy today. It feels stuffy. Jonathan, welcome, buddy. How are you? Jeffrey, good afternoon. I started tearing things apart to fix before YouTube existed. Fixing everything, yeah. Starting today, what would it be advised to use ChatGPT to learn? I'd say use it as a tool. Absolutely. Why not? Why not? Everyone else is going to be using it as a tool, so why wouldn't you? I use ChatGPT a lot. I use ChatGPT a lot. One in the chat if you use ChatGPT. There might be some anti-AI people. Interesting. Take everything tells you with a grain of salt. It's just predicting the next word. It can be confidently telling you the very wrong things. I would say I want to do a video on because I done one. Look at this. Look at this. I was on Yahoo News with this. Yeah. Believe it or not, I was on Yahoo News.
Power on. It does.
Guys, I've made it. I got a heart from Rossman himself. I made it. Yes. I got a heart from Rossman himself on a video. Lovely jubbly. It's the little things in life. It's the little things in life. The Rossman, yeah. The Rossman. I got a heart. We made it, chat. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. And I'll catch you in the next one. I'm joking. I'm joking. He was just... He had his... he had the new camera. I don't know if anybody's seen the video, but he's got his new camera. His new Sony... I say camera. It's probably not a camera. There's going to be a lot of people hating on me for that. It's a camcorder. Somebody might be able to correct me here. It's a video machine. No, I don't think they have beef. I don't think Rossman and LTT have beef. I wouldn't describe it as beef. I would love absolutely nothing more than to see them battle it out on a badminton court. Winner takes all, man. I want to see Rossman versus LTT on a badminton court. And I'll take the loser. I've seen Linus play badminton in some videos. He does look very good. He looks very, very good. Genie_NA coming in with a Prime subscription. Thank you very much. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you. Kenneth says, thanks, Joey, for all the content you create. I've learned a lot from all the videos you made. Appreciate it. You're more than welcome, Kenneth. Thank you for watching. Without you, I would not be here. Using AI for repair and asking it what you're supposed to do for next every move. Yeah, wicked. So that's what I was getting onto, right? You ready for this? I came over from YouTube. Welcome. Ooh, we got a jumper. A jumper from YouTubes to Twitch. Let me pull this up. Right, are we ready? 2 seconds, chat. I'm probably going to regret asking this as well. After this, before we get into the repairs today, am I about to do this? Chat, do you want to see me building a PC on stream? Yes or no? I've said the words. There's no going back now. Bodge. Runs. Sub mode maybe or something, I don't know. I try to watch everything you do. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate that. Okay. My friend who does some edits for me, and the person that I was speaking about that is a good friend of mine, and we've, you know, since September we've been working together with the short form stuff. He wants to upgrade his PC. The reason why he wants to upgrade his PC is because it's Prime Day, like in and around about now, so you can get components for a little bit cheaper, especially here in the UK, and quick. He's got an i7 7700, I think, and an older motherboard, 16 gig of RAM, a 1080. I think he's got a 2 terabyte Samsung Evo SSD, which is fine. I mean, that's still usable. But he has a budget of around about between £1,500 to £1,700. He wants an editing PC primarily with gaming. In his head, he wanted a 5080. And I said, what about the other components for that budget? Am I right? He came, I think it was like 1,100 quid for a 5080, you know, a grand. I was like, you know, it's kind of GG at that point. So he wants to be in 2025, not 2017. Because when he bought his PC, it was 2017. His words to me were, I want to upgrade my PC. It's been 4 years. I said, what are the specs? He said, I got a 1080. I said, you got that new? He said, yeah. I said, bro, that's not 4 years. I said, show me. And he showed me the picture of the date of everything, 2017. I said, where have you been? Now, a 5070 Ti could be great. What about, I was thinking like a 9070, yeah, 9070 XT or something along those lines. And am I right in thinking AMD seems to be, in my opinion, more future-proof than what Intel is? He wants something that's future-proof, obviously. I had the conversation with him, especially after looking at, you know, there was Prime deals and stuff, and I was chatting with Discord a tiny little bit this morning or yesterday, I can't remember when it was. And I was saying, I can't believe the price of this CPU. And it's a very good point saying that, you know, you can, for example, I've got a Z170, or I think it's a Z170 motherboard, and I've got a Intel i5 13600K. I've got that CPU, right? I can only have, the only upgrade I can make on a CPU is i7 or i9 because I've got an i5. That's it. I can't go newer gen because the motherboards for Intel are usually 2 years max, chat, right? But between AM4 and AM5, how many years of CPU is that? Does anyone know? I'm talking about from original OG AM4 chip all the way up until the latest AM5. How, like, 2 motherboard revisions, or I should say socket revisions, right? 2 different socket revisions over how many years for AMD? Because I know they still make AM. Yeah, they still make AM4 now, right? I have no troubles with my 13th gen. Ask AI. I could, and just see what it says. From the original AM4, from the earliest, I should say, not original, from the earliest AM4 CPU from AMD up until the latest AM5, how many socket revisions have there been in years? So it says AM4 was introduced in 2017, AM5 was introduced in 2022. Wow. There have been 2 socket generations in 8 years. Now, do the same for Intel from 2017. So, over the span of 8 years is 2 socket generations. Intel have had 4. Wait, it says, do you want me to include the chipset evolution for each Intel socket? So, for example, Z370 to a Z790. That's crazy. It's pretty much double. Do not buy an AM4 CPU now. They're not making any more of that. AM5 is 1 more generation. Okay, so if you were upgrading a PC now, and let me say, by the way, I forgot to say this and mention this. The reason my friend is upgrading his CPU and motherboard is because he can't upgrade to Windows 11. So if he's looking for a good editing PC primarily and gaming, would you guys recommend AMD or Intel? I've never built an AMD. I've only upgraded Intel. Is there a reason he needs Windows? Just for security purposes, I think, as well. You know, he just wants Windows 11. I mean, look, it's an old PC. It's about 2017. It's old. The 1080 needs an upgrade. £1,700 max, guys. He's got a case. So he says he's got a case. His case is okay. Yeah, AM4 works on Windows 11. Yeah. But his motherboard is so outdated that he can't upgrade to Windows 11. He's got a, like I said, 7700K. Yeah, motherboard, CPU, and RAM. Yeah. It'll be £1,700 will get us a good upgrade. Very good upgrade. It's like a mid to high end, right? Nope, he's got a monitor. So I'm thinking, like, for editing, I'd ideally, I'd like to, you know, the 64 gigs of RAM would probably be enough. I think he could easily get away with 32, but I think just for having that wiggle room, 64 would be really, really nice. STV recommends a 9950 X3D and a 9070 XT. What's that combo like, chat? Good combo? How much, though, is that combo? He's going to need a PSU and everything, don't forget. What was the combo again? Was it? $99.50 X3D, was it? Was it a $99.50 X3D? Yeah, $99.50 X3D and a 9070. $99.50 X3D. How much does that set us back? Ah, it's too expensive. Way too expensive. For the 1700 quid. Way too expensive. Is editing videos more harsh on the CPU or GPU? It depends, doesn't it? On a bunch of things. I think it depends. It's a very, very it's a very hard question to answer, but I'm pretty sure GPU is probably more important. They're both equally as important, but I feel like GPU because of the rendering aspect. It depends on what you're wanting. I feel like with scrubbing and stuff, that more so comes from... I don't know. I don't actually know. 64 gig is enough, but the CPU is the important side for the brains, and yeah, the combo is solid. Sometimes that limits what you can get. Yeah, I'll have to get information on the tower. PC part picker. Let's go on the UK one then, guys. Unfortunately, Micro Center is not a thing. It is something that I would definitely like to experience, but it's not a thing. Guys, what about the 7800 X3D? Because isn't that meant to be like the best gaming CPU? And I mean, for editing, it's meant to be really good as well, right? The 7800 X3D. Yeah, the 9800 X3D is, and that's Ryzen 9, right? That's previous gen. Is it? Is that AM4, chat? Is the 7800 X3D AM4? The first AM5. Oh, okay, fine. So yeah, 7800 X3D would be good, no? Yeah, the 7800 X3D is a great CPU. And it's cheaper. Right, so if we had that, so if we went, and then we just got to look at motherboards now. So we go motherboard, we go choose a motherboard. I mean, look, you know, when it comes to actual, so we got the AM5, which is nice. You've got a Gaming Plus motherboard. He doesn't really necessarily have to go too hard on the motherboard. Like I'm looking at MSI B650 Gaming Plus with Wi-Fi, £130. Like he doesn't need to go too high on the motherboard. That still also supports up to 192 gigs worth of RAM, which he just doesn't need. That's AM5. Yeah, it's coming in at £135 for that motherboard. I don't necessarily think that... so speeds is DDR5 all the way up to 6400. M.2 slots, it's got... How many M.2s does it have? That's a good question. M.2 slots... I think it's only got 2 M.2 slots. Memory slots 4. It doesn't actually say M.2 slots how many there are. It just says M.2 slots 2280, 2260, 2280. SATA ports has got 4. Yeah, I think that's only got 2 M.2 slots, but I also don't think he's going to need multiple M.2 slots. So the fact that it'll have 2 is cool. So I think we could run that. I think we could run this motherboard, for example, a B650. Why not? I mean, the reviews are sparkling. So if I added one of that as well, and then if we went for memory, we don't need anything flashy. People saying that is it the CL number, chat, is like the lower the better. Is that right? So I mean, Corsair Vengeance RGB 32 gig, 2 times 16 modules. I would like 64 gig. He doesn't need RGBs. I will speak to him. I don't think he needs RGBs, if I'm being honest. Let me sort this by... Definitely don't need that much either. Let's have a look. RGB is a waste of money. I completely agree. Let's have a look. Right, so if we go to even just keeping it, so DDR5, because it's going to be that anyway. Let's go 2 times 32. And what do we have at the top? What's the top performer here? Let's sort by rating. I feel like that's important. G-Skill Trident, guys. G-Skill Trident. I see. I'm a Corsair Vengeance type of guy. £200, 64 gig. Nice and simple. What's the CL? Where's the CL? People look for that number, right? The lower the CL, the better. Supported RAM on the motherboard. Yeah, I've checked. It says on the motherboard specifically, it says already. Oh, this is CL30. Here we go, CL30. Chat, that's quite high, no? So let me check the. I don't want RGBs. This one isn't RGB, is it? No, and that's 225. CL30. Oh, CL30. Okay, guys, is it? What's cheaper? 225. The Corsair Vengeance is 220. So you're making a little bit of a saving there, and they're pretty much identical, right? They're pretty much identical. So why would you not go for the cheaper, right? Corsair Vengeance, I think, is pretty good. It's coming in at 6,000. We don't need anything higher than 6,000. I don't see a reason as to why we'd go any higher than 6,000, to be honest. So there we go. We'll pick the 6,000. We'll pick the Corsair Vengeance, right? Lovely jubbly. And then we look at a CPU cooler. Guys, what are we talking? CPU coolers? I've always been like a bog standard. I've always been a bog standard. Where is my guy? Where is my guy? Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro 5. These things here are beast. These things here are beast. Still what? Water cooled? I won't be doing any water cooling. We don't need no RGBs. This one looks good, hey? £30? £30? What? That's the one. 30 quid, chat, for this. 40 quid on Amazon. That one's really good. Guys, why is it so cheap? I just need to, what I need to do is I need to check that if it's the case, but we'll add it. I'll add it for now, right? There's no need for me to not add it. I mean, I'm just going by rating. Why does PC Part Picker make this so easy now? This is crazy. Why not water cooled? I just think more issues with water cooling. Right? He's not in it for the fancy RGBs and all of those things. I just think it's more air cooling's perfectly fine. Yeah, yeah. So let's go with this bad boy. Additional memory note, we're all good. Storage is out. He's actually already bought an NVMe. He bought an NVMe this morning, a Samsung one, and because he's just impatient, right? So he bought an NVMe this morning. It's a Samsung PCIe Gen 4. It was like a 4 terabyte on offer for like 200 quid. He was like, I got memory. I was like, we should have waited until we had a motherboard, because if it's Gen 5, it could run like double the speed. But you know, I said that's fine. If you want the Gen 4, you can have the Gen 4. Gen 4 is obviously very, very good still, but yeah. Storage, we're pretty good with the storage side of things. Video cards, we leave that till last. PSU, okay, so if we're running a 7800X3D, what kind of, this is recommended like 750. He wants this to be future-proofed. I personally, I've always been a fan, and I've always used Corsair power supplies. I'm looking at an 850 watt here. The RM850E 2025, chat. Any good? Yes or no? ATX, fully modular, £100. RM850X is better. So, okay. Is that just 850 watts? So they're the exact same, but is the X like, that's a year older by the looks of it, and it's also £20 more. PSU is a solid choice. Yeah, the 850E. What's the E for, guys? I'll take Corsair off. The ones that you've got are like the mag ones. MSI mag. Never skimp on a PSU. It's very true. Okay, so I'll tell you what. If we was to go Corsair, and then this one. Should we go for the RM 850X? $850 will be plenty, right? $850 is going to be plenty, guys. That's £120 on the old power supply. How much are we at? So we're roughly on about. Can I change where we buy this? Can I change like the buy option so it calculates it properly? That would be good. I don't think I can. 850 is good. I agree. Those are the cheapest price list. I see. You can set it all to one merchant. Yeah, how do I do that? PCPP. Oh, prices by merchant. How do I set it to Amazon? I don't know. It was in that tab. What prices by merchant? It was in here. Oh, I see. And you just go down and have a look. So 884 is where we're currently at. 885. And what's the price here? Okay, so 885. All right. He's got a monitor, operating system we don't talk about. He's got a bunch of other stuff as well. We just need a card. He's got a case. The case, I'm going to have to have a look and see what the case was that he's got and make sure it's all going to fit properly. Should we look at the video card, guys? 3060. Should we sort? Let's sort by rating. What are all these, man? Oh, okay, so they're more so here. 7900 XT. Sapphire Pulse 7900 XT, guys. Now, it doesn't have to be CUDA. I don't know what CUDA is. He uses Premiere Pro, I'm pretty sure. You guys reckon 97 XT? Is that what you're saying? Hello.
Watching a live while in spoons with a pint.
Let's go. Thank you very much for the £5, Matt. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's go. Okay, let's have a look at the. You guys saying 9070 XT and a 5070 Ti. What are the prices looking at? Sapphire Pulse. A 9070 XT for £560. What is this good, chat? That's Prime as well, by the way. In stock. Let's ask ChatGPT, right? What type of GPU is best for general editing in Adobe Premiere Pro? There's a lot more in-depth questioning to that question. Best overall choice for most editors is NVIDIA GeForce RTX. Is what it is, like the general. Good value, but slightly less optimized in Premiere Pro for the AMDs. Marginal, maybe, yeah, potentially marginal. Premiere Pro in NVIDIA. What about DaVinci Resolve? So apparently, DaVinci Resolve is far more GPU dependent. And CUDA for DaVinci Resolve is better. So again, RTX wins. Wow. So I think his build for editing specifically is going to be better using the 5070 Ti, guys. So how much is a 5070 Ti setting back? Is there any brand that should be avoided? Let me go for a Wii real quick. Is there any brand that should be avoided, chat? Yes or no? Sorry, I'm back. Oh, I see it's going to push it quite close to budget, hey? It's going to push it quite close to budget. People love MSI. Joey evaporate. Don't go PNY. I've heard PNY is actually okay. Yeah, so I don't know what... I mean, Asus Prime, but again, it's out of stock at the moment. £700 for PNY, chat? Pardon me. Gigabyte is good. Chat, is Gigabyte good? What about non-TI? Gigabyte Windforced. £500. Yeah, 510 on Amazon. 12 gig. Non-TI, only 12 gig is a bit low. Is it? What's my 2070 Super Chat? That's got to be 8 gig. What about a 4070 Ti, chat? What? Well, they didn't sell them anymore? They didn't sell them anymore? Current gen. Well, let me see. He'll probably want a TI. He'll probably want a TI. Knowing him. I think he'll want a TI. If I add the PNY, and then we can just get like a bit of a price check. I mean, technically it's in budget. And look, it says 66, so the exact same memory I can buy from a place called Orbit, chat. Yeah, I think PNY works, chat. No, why not? I've heard PMY's good. Yeah, it's cheap, but I mean, I've heard it's good. That's including tax. Yeah, that'll be including VAT. Because this will just be like consumer level. Okay. Let's ask ChatGPT, right? It does say that the memory's a bit overkill. Guys, could we get away with to reduce the pricing a little bit? What do you think? Like, would I be able to? Only subscribers can say. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. So, do you think that I should go down to 32 gig? $64 gig makes it more future proof. Okay, well I think that's pretty good. 158. I'm going to send this to him, and we just need to make sure that it can all fit in the case. I don't know how big the PNY cards are. Does it say like how big they are? Does it give measurements? Oh, here we go. Length 300 mil. It says length 300 mil. He's gonna have such a good card, man. Oh, I'm so jealous. Add the case in PC part picker, it will tell you. That's a good point. Yeah, I can't remember what he said the case was called. He did send me a picture though. I think it was an NZXT. I think he said it was NZXT. Let me see if I can find a picture, chat, and I'll show you. And because you guys will probably be able to recognize this case. You guys will probably be able to. Oh yeah, put the picture in ChatGPT. Very good point. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not. Let me save it to my desktop. This is the one. Who knows? Who can tell me? Who's got that knowledge? Who's got that knowledge? Right. He still has, by the way, he still has the cellophane wrapping on it, and he's had this, chat, since 2017. He's had this, and he's not taken the wrapping off. This is the type of guy we're dealing with. Guys, does he have a lot of room in here? And do you think he's going to have enough room for the cooler? So people are saying it's a H5 something. H5. Let me add it to the thing. Case. Case NZXTH. Well, he had it in 2017, so it's definitely ATX though, right, chat? It's definitely ATX, right? H510, you guys think? NZXT H510. Yeah, no issues apparently. No issues. I'm so jealous, man. Let me send him this. This lucky guy, man. I can literally send him the link to buy from Amazon UK and it takes him straight to the basket. That is disgusting, by the way. Oh. If I send him that, does he just click the button and it adds the stuff? Is it as simple as that? Oh my gosh, that makes life so easy. No, we don't, Rav, we're all good for the case, mate. People are saying it's going to be absolutely no problem. That CPU, Rav, is just... This, I don't know if you're watching, mate. The CPU is current gen AM5 AMD, right? And it's a beast. It's the best. Chat, yes or no? My guy Rav's in the chat right now. Is this one of the best gaming CPUs on the market? Yes or no? Is this one of the best gaming CPUs on the market? Yes or no? X3D is a game changer. Yes, it's a beast. $7,800 X3D. X3D is a game changer. So Rav, you got the 7800 X3D. You've got a big cooler. You're not fussed about RGB, are you? I went with that in mind, mate, to bring that price down. But I mean, if you add all of that to your basket, Rav, we're looking at... Well, let me just double check actually that the PNY is like not a scammy seller or anything. No, that PNY GPU is straight from PNY by the looks of it. 5070 Ti. Yeah, that's a. I think that's. I feel like that's a strong build there, Rav. 64 gig of RAM, 5070 Ti. Really, really good, popular power supply. Decent motherboard. We went for like we didn't go for like a really expensive motherboard, Rav. We went for like quite a basic, cheaper one actually. But it comes with 2 slots for M.2s. And they're Gen 4 M.2s as well. You've just bought a 4 terabyte Gen 4 M.2, so perfect. But I think that's where we've saved a bit, is the motherboard. And the cooler. 40 quid for the cooler. Can't believe it. Just make sure, Rav, you keep all the packaging. Literally lets me add more to the basket. It's crazy, isn't it? How much does that come to, Rav? Yeah, we need to make. Yeah, we do need to look at the fans in the case as well, Rav, to just make sure you've got a good amount of airflow. But we can always add fans after. The case picture you showed me actually had radiator in the front, didn't it? So it should be all right. I think it's got at least two fans in the front. £1,600. Thoughts, Rav? Guys, have we done well? Have we done well? Yes or no? We said budget was 1,500 to 1,700. It's coming at 1,600. We've already got the case. Got the storage. It's a nice build. It's more for gaming or creative work. Good. Good as you can do in that price point. I did spend £400 on an M.2, but we can go with it. Hey, that was your problem. That was your problem. I mean, if you want to save, you could go down to a 4070. But I was trying to look at 4070 Ti's. The thing is, you'll want a current gen. You already said 5080. You said 5080. You're not going to want a 4070, are you? Rami says thank you to everybody, by the way. Yeah, he's going to so what he's going to transfer everything over to the new NVMe with his current PC because it's got an M.2 slot. So he's going to do that. He's just going to use Macrium. I think, guys, chat, it's Macrium Reflect, right? Macrium Reflect will allow him to just clone everything, correct? Also, I was thinking, Rab, I'm assuming you're still in here. I just quickly have one more question before we go on for like a fix. He's wanting to... You do have an M.2 slot. Rab, I checked on your on the motherboard that you've got on the spec list. You should have 2 M.2 slots on your current motherboard, and they're PCIe Gen 4. One thing I wanted to check, Macrium Reflect for copying data over. He went out and bought a 4 terabyte M.2 Gen 4. Am I right in thinking, chat, to avoid spending any further money, what he should do is partition the drive so he has like a 1 terabyte slot for his C drive, and then he can use the 3 terabyte for storage and everything else. Would you guys recommend that? Rather than just keep it all on one? Would that be the recommendation with one singular drive, is just partition it into 2 separate drives? Is that a good idea? Because then he has all the cache and stuff on the 1 terabyte, and then the 3 terabyte can just be storage. I wouldn't. Some people saying yes. Some people saying no, not on an SSD. Depending on how he likes to organize things. All on the same partition is fine if he likes it like that. I thought it would be best to separate Windows and storage. No point partitioning, because if the smaller partition runs out of space. So there's no point of partitioning. 2 M.2 SSDs work great for that. My system has 2. Don't bother partitioning 1 SSD. So would you recommend him get a separate M.2 then? Always separate the drives, don't partition. I'd get another drive. Okay. Rav? You should have got... I don't know if he's watching. He's just put lol. I told you. Why'd you get it? What size? Guys, I'm right in thinking for look, Rav, I went 2 terabyte. Because there's a lot of caching that the C drive does for Windows, for me. Guys, we're okay for 1 terabyte. Am I right? 1 terabyte is fine. 2 terabyte is probably a little bit overkill for C drive. 1 terabyte M.2 would be good. Bear in mind cost, chat. Bear in mind cost. 1 terabyte is fine. 1 terabyte more than plenty. 1 terabyte. Yes, 1 terabyte for OS. Yeah. 1 terabyte, Rav. And there's Prime. Chat, I got one more question. I gave my answer. I want to see if I was right or not. He wants to use an old internal SSD. He's got a Samsung Evo. I think it's a 970 or something. He wants to use that for his boot drive. I said he can, but an M.2 would be way faster. But he can use the old 2 terabyte Samsung drive, right? But it's a SSD Evo. Yeah, people saying can, but meh. Both ways are okay. Chat, it just comes down to money, right? It just comes down to money. If you have the money, you'd prefer the M.2 because it's going to be faster. If you don't have the money for it because you spent £1,600 on a brand new PC, you could just use the old one. It's usable, but it might make Windows sluggish. NVMe only, SSD for extra storage. 1 terabyte NVMe around £60 question mark. We're hitting budget limit. M.2 is best. Okay, it will be faster. He can always upgrade later, right, chat? You can just clone from the SSD onto an M.2 if you want, right? Upgrade later. Does mean more cables. That's the sad thing. Facts. Yeah, Rav, you can keep it. Yeah, it's a cleaner build. Rav will save on like, it would make my life easier. However, you've got 2 M.2 slots in this new motherboard, Rav, which for you is going to be plenty because you've got a 4 terabyte Samsung drive, M.2. So you don't need many slots. Like, I can't even begin to imagine at what point you'd need more than 2 unless you were like, you had 4 different drives or 1 terabyte or something like that. So yeah, Rav, I think we're good. I'm going to move on to repairing some things before people fall asleep. But, guys, one in the chat if you're looking forward to me building this. Do you want me to build this? Should we do this as content? You guys want me to build a PC on stream? He'll get all the parts. And we can just all laugh at me. You need to take out all my other stuff already. That's right. I know, Rav. Yeah, I need to completely gut the case. I need to completely gut it. No worries, mate. Okay, let's crack on. Right, what do we have?
Today I'm going to...
I'm not going to watch that video now because it was going to be like an AI one. And I was going to show you the situation. However, what I'm going to do now is crack on with some repairs. I'm sorry that took so long. I wanted to make sure that I got it right. And I wanted to ask you guys because I wanted it to be like a little bit more of a community thing where we all done it together. Do you know what I'm saying? I do just need to reply to somebody via email and tell them that I've completed their repair. And that I need an address. Oh, that's the point actually. Right there. Right, it's all good. Where should I put that? Should I put that out there for the time being? I think so. I'm always willing. How to tell people to spend their money. Nice. Nice. Right. Chat, should we have a quick look at a PS5 that was damaged by lightning? Yes or no, chat? Do you want a PS5 that was damaged by lightning? Hello. Subscription coming in. Yes. Who we got? C's, thank you very much for the Prime for 5 months in a row. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you, my friend. Oh, yeah. Lightning PS5, let's go. God, we got it all today. We got it all. Yeah, we went for DDR5, Corsair Vengeance. CL30. Okay, here we go. Lightning PS5. Should we change the... Is it 6000 CL30? Yes, it is, Matthew, yeah. All right. Ready, chat? Hey Joey, here is the PS5 of my friend's brother, which was taken out by a power surge due to a storm. The console beeps, but no lights or display. It's of great sentimental value, being his late younger brother's, and I know it would mean the world to him if you could fix it. If you fix it or not, please send back to this address. Big shout out to Damien. Absolute legend. I don't know if Damien's here. Usually he's in the Twitch chat, but I don't think he's about right now. Damien, I really hope that I'm able to fix this PS5 for your friend. Let's see what we can do, chat. Let's see what we can do. See if we can get it back up and running, eh? Jose, welcome. Ready for the Zeus PS5. True. True. Damaged caps. I really hope so. It would be amazing to have a nice, simple job, wouldn't it? It would be so nice to have a good, simple job. I really hope that's going to be the case. A nice blown capacitor or something like that. Is it ever as simple? No, it's not. But I would love for it to be today. Come on. Cross your fingers for me. Oh, I received some of my AliExpress stuff, guys, I ordered. Unfortunately, not the heater, because that would be amazing. It still also says that the heater is in delivery. It hasn't given me any update. So because it's quite a big item, I have no idea what's going to happen to it. I have no idea. I mean, I hope it's just going to be a simple case that it turns up at my house. That'll be amazing. They've wrapped this really well. And it's in the original box as well. That's good because, again, I can just stick my wrap around it. Get off. Let's see what we can do. Wow, this is a cool one, hey? PS5. It's a little bit loosey, shaky in the box itself. So I might need to pad out the inside of the box a bit more. Okay, let's see what happens with this console. I feel like, guys, I feel like I've not worked on a PS5 in ages. I feel like I've not worked on a PS5 in such a long time. I'm getting a lot of interference in my room, by the way. Just electrical magno field interference. Magno field? Is that a word? It is now. Yeah, it's really well wrapped. They've done a good job. Okay. Ooh. It smells smoky, I'll tell you that. We've got that smoky smell. Get off. Why is that? That's because that's in there. Hold the phone. That's better. I should be able to pull that out now. There we go. Whoa. Let me put that up there. The box is ever so slightly ripped because those are just so flimsy anyway. There's a power cable that's been included, but again, I can just put that back in the box and wrap it up. Should be able to anyway. And then we've got the actual PS5. Oh yeah, this needs a bit of bubble wrap and stuff inside to save it from shaking around lots when we send it back, but that is definitely something we can do. Here we go. PlayStation 5. I'm feeling alive. Let's go. See if we can fix it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Has it been opened before? No. Ooh, we are being treated today. Lord Glove. Graham, welcome, buddy. How are you? 857 total Twitch subscribers, guys. Thank you very much. Just started watching your videos about 2 months ago, and I've loved them ever since. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's very kind. Lightning damage. Yep. Is my stream going to blow up? Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Nope. Good. Are we live? We're still live. Nice. All right. Let's see if it turns on. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We get a beep. Quick beeps, you know. I'm going to confidently say I have never had that before. I've never had quick, excessive beeps like that. Usually it's like a blue light on and it's a beep and then it's a slow beep and it takes about 5 seconds for the beep to go again. I've never had a beep, beep, beep when I'm pushing the power button. That's really interesting. Little things like that is good to take note of in case you come across them in the future, you know. Quick beep is a dead fuse, apparently. That's a great sign that it's caps. Ooh, okay. Come on, guys. Wish me luck. Let's just pray that this is going to be something like some caps or something along those lines. This is a 1200 series, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 1216A. You can usually tell by straight away the small sticker that we have here. Should we do a poll if we're going to fix it or not? I think OG PS5 for a fan replacement is a lot easier. Am I right or wrong? Will we fix this? Start prediction. Will we fix this PS5? PS5. That didn't work. My keyboard is not on. PS5. 5 minutes to predict. Yeah, this is lightning damage. No, it's not for profit or loss. No, this is a free repair. Somebody got in contact with me and asked for a favour, and I said, "Yep, let's do it." Where's my tweezers? Yep. I have faith that you will fix this. I hope so. It's not been opened before, so the chances of me being able to actually fix it tenfold through the roof. Take off the warranty sticker. I need help with my own PS5, the hard drive. What's wrong with it, Zen? This is so clean. So clean. Always a good sign when nobody's been in it. Factory true. Was the PS5 switched on when the lightning struck? I don't know. Pass on that one. How many PS4 blods have you fixed? 0. I'll try and do it for you, Sparta. Here we go. Does this tell us anything? Always look for signs and signals, guys. Always. Nothing that I can see just yet. Nothing that pops out. My suspicion, I'm hoping it's something like the back of the Wi-Fi chip, you know. God, that'd be lovely. Little faulty cap. See you later. Okay, everything looks pretty good here. We still obviously have the shielding on. Let's just remove these antenna cables now. Pop that up. Take these off nice. There we go. Where's my drill? No dust. Yeah, it's absolutely spotless, this device. Absolutely spotless. 30,000 screws later. I've got one more free repair after this and we're back to the drawing board. Sent a repair request. Watch every video. Did you get mine? Mine's a PS5. Passed for the time being. I've not checked the free repairs in a couple of days because I'm dealing with these ones first. So in an attempt to not get too behind, I'm kind of trying to be sensible. So I've got, like I said, I've got one more to do after this, and then once I've done that, I'll probably look to pick up some more free repairs. I kind of like to do it in batches rather than in, out, in, out, in, out. It's only me replying to them. So if you haven't received a reply yet, I don't reply to all of them. I only reply to the ones that I'm willing to take on. And I state that on the website. Just because of time restraints, and it makes my life 10 times easier. Going to start my first Xbox One fix. Nice. What's the best way to learn how to know what readings are good or bad? Practice, Niels. Practice makes perfect, mate. and just getting stuck in, noting them down. There we go. Take this out. Take that out. How are we looking? Got all the screws. Always double check this. It's not the end of the world. And I like to pull these ones up from here. It could be sticky. Yeah, should be all good. Come on now. There we go. Sometimes you do have to be a little bit forceful with it. There we go. Right. Do we have anything that jumps out at us straight off the bat that would indicate some sort of damage? Now, if it's lightning damage, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the usual culprit is something like the USB ports and the 5 volts that goes through this area, which is the caps on the back. So what I might do is I might quickly measure for voltage and see if I get the 5Vs here, because I think if it is going to be a lightning strike, I am more inclined to think it's going to be 5 volts, just from experience. And they said storm, right? So let's see if that is the case. It could just be a dead power supply, so I might not even get the fact that I get a beep. I think I get 12 volts. The fact I get a beep, I think I get 12 volts, because I don't think it would even attempt to beep without the 12. Let's see if our multimeter is going to play up today or not. Oh. Did you guys hear that? Really? Come on, man. What is that? Oh, my escape key was pushing down. I thought something was going to explode. Let me try that again. No, it's not going to work, man. This, honestly... Right, let me just plug this in and be done with it. This multimeter does my head. It's not the multimeter. It's the bank. All right, let's try that again. It's the hub. It's the USB hub. There we go. It's going to work now. Yeah. Plug it into another hub. All right, turn it off and on. Right, let's see if this has got 12 Vs, which I think it will. Multimeter, yeah, this would say. True. Let's have a look. It's definitely going to have 12 volts. Yeah, so we've got 12. I think we're going to miss 5. Here we go. Do we have 5? Would you look? We have 5. Do we have 3.3? We've got 3.3. Interesting. So technically, we have a lot. Okay. I think we just try and diagnose and see if I can find a short on the board. I think that's probably going to be our next best bet. Let's just take this out. Yeah, I agree. I think the 5 volt will be dead somewhere else. I will check the fuses though. These boards can be a nightmare to get out, by the way. Just have to be patient. There we go. Liquid metal seems to be absolutely fine. Can we see anything straight off the bat? I don't think we can, right? I can't see anything necessarily that's jumping out at me to say, oh, I've been hit. No, it looks okay. And we've already seen the front of the board, which is this side. Okay, let's move this to the side. Side to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Everybody clap your hands. Let's go under the microscope then. Let's see what we got. Put the multimeter into continuity mode so I can measure for shorts. I'm actually going to zoom the scope out a little bit so I've got some more space to work with my hands. There we go, that's better. Can you guys see okay? We've got the Infineon chip here. Had that go faulty on me a couple of times actually. That seems to be okay. Ooh, I mean, there's a little bit of discoloration on the HDMI chip. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the numbers in the middle look a little bit dark to me. Let me just measure here on these caps. 600, 600, 600. Whoa, whoa, whoa! No shot, is it? Yeah, it is. Let's go. We found it pretty much straight away. It's going to be the HDMI chip. Wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. The fact that I said, it just looks a little bit shot. You guys have just seen me open this up live. I had no idea. It's crazy, hey? It's literally just zapped the HDMI encoder. Wow. Let's get a little bit closer. You can't even really tell. I think I can maybe see a little bit more clear in real life. But it's just a little bit discoloured. Not by much, but just a little bit. It just caught my eye. How did you know? Just from looking, it was shot. It looks a little bit discoloured. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Let me see if I can get it here. I don't know if, can you see it there? Can you see where so the chip that I'm looking at, by the way, is here. Can you see that some of the numbers are slightly missing? That's how I could tell. I think it's just more so an experience thing, right? I've worked on hundreds of these. Not specifically many lightning strikes ones, but I just kind of had a little bit of an inkling as to where to look, and I could just see that the chip itself was a bit shot. Now listen, I'll be honest, I might replace this and it might not work. So let's get this replaced first before I start talking. This sort of repair is what we would call a holy grail in the repair shop. This is a holy grail. You'd get a repair like this, you'd be like, we've won for the day. Simple as that. We'd be like, lovely, jubbly. Yeah, let's hope that this is the only damage. Correct. Yeah, when I take this off the board, hopefully that removes the short. We have a high potential that it might not. And is it going to be the only short on the board? There's that to consider as well, right? Now, I can't remember. I think I took a couple of those chips off board, so I don't even know if I've got one on a board that I can take straight off. Can I take that one? I'd rather not take that one, to be honest. Looks a bit dud. This one looks okay. I can take it from here. Okay, so to actually get this off, I'm going to go with 480 to remove it from the board. How's the chip smell? No, it doesn't smell at all. To spot that with such little colour damage was impressive. Thank you, Relentless. I appreciate that. Techno, welcome, buddy. How are you? What is happening today? We are doing another free fix. So we've done a free fix this morning, got a video out of it, and I'm doing another free fix right now. We have just spent a little bit of time building a PC for my friend, and he's ordered the parts, and we're going to build it live on stream. So 480 degrees Celsius, 99% airflow. This is coming off. I have to use very wide grip tweezers here, by the way. There we go. Now, whilst the board is hot, I am just going to put this other chip on and we'll measure for shorts. You can replace the solder in this circumstance. I don't like to do that personally. There's nothing wrong with the unleaded that's on the board, as long as you can get a good enough alignment and drop. So for example, if I just kind of hang it around about there or so, wait for the solder to solidify. Oh, it wasn't even. Was it down? Try again. Try now. I think the solder connected with the chip. Yep. And now I'm going to come in with some flux, a tiny bit of flux, not even too much. Okay? We don't want to use that much flux. This is how much flux I'm going to use. Ready? That's it. You might be like, Joey, you didn't even put any flux on the board. Wait for it. So I'm going to reduce the temp now to about 450. Same airflow speed. And what we should see, hopefully I've used enough flux, is that the flux will go underneath the chip and reach all areas of the chip. Can you see it? And this chip should jump into place. Now it might need a little bit of a helping hand. I think that looks good. Well, that solder is wet. I'm not too sure if it's connected. I haven't pushed down because I'm going to see what it looks like before I push on the chip. Sometimes you get away with it. You don't have to do that. Other times you do need to do that. So let me just have a look in a sec. Wait for it to cool down. Do I need to push this down? Let's get it in focus. Looks pretty good to me, that side. This side. Looks really good. This side. And I haven't even changed the solder, guys. Remember that. Looks good. Final side. Also looks really good. I have no need to push on this chip. I have no need to push it down. So that's our chip soldered. And fun fact, I took that from quite an old board that I've had in my donor pile. And this is the thing. Some of these boards I've written off because I've not been able to fix, but then they go on to fix other devices. If I was to do this repair in a shop, this HDMI chip is rather expensive. It might be a £90 to £100 repair or so. Port needs changing out. Not necessarily. I don't think so. What I will do is check the diode around the port and make sure that that's okay, because they can often go shot, can't they? Let's check and see that our short is definitely gone. So there was a few caps around here, wasn't it? Now, technically, what I should have done is check this whilst the chip was off. Because if that short has now come back, I'm going to have to most probably remove the chip and see what's going on. So I think it was here, right? 29. So that is, it seems to be shorted, but the board is still very hot. 31, it's climbing. It was this one as well, wasn't it? So the short's gone from here. Look, we've got open light. Oh, you guys can't even see. Why is that disappeared? Here we go. So I'll go back to here, look. So I've got 41. Again, it's on the climb. If I measure here, open line, here, 43, here, 44, here, 46. It seems to be rather low. But again, it could just be because of how hot the board is. 49, it is climbing slowly. That one's just on the cusp. It's 50 now. Okay, let's just give it a little bit of time. And I can check some areas around the port itself. Port seems to be okay. That's factory. Obviously, it's not been opened before, has it? Let's check this little cap here. That's all good. This cap, all good. This diode on the back is something I'm going to have to check. This one here is what I was talking about. Ow, I just pinched myself. What do we get? We don't have a short here. Okay, let's measure this in diode mode just to make sure. Let's turn the beeper off. Ground the red probe here. I'm just going to check this side. 0.5, so 0.6 that side. And what do we get here? Open line. You get 0.32 there. And nothing here. Why do I get open line there? Am I meant to get open line there? What about this diode? 0.53, that's perfect. That's ground. That's kind of weird. 0.6 and then open line. Why is that open line? When we've got 3.2 here. What's the resistance on this resistor? What is your resistance? 27k. I think it's meant to be 27k, you know. I've got a donor board here. I'm going to measure. 27k. So on the donor board, we're all good. Let me check and see what I get in diode mode on the donor board. Now, bearing in mind, I don't actually have a chip on this. I get open line here as well. Maybe I meant to go open line. That is strange though, because that usually means it like no connect. Now, I'm pretty sure the reading on the HDMI chip on the caps that we had is meant to be around about 200 ohms, which is why when they were below the 50 ohms, it was beeping. So if I go back to continuity mode here, let me measure them now that the board has cooled down a little bit more. Have we gone back up to that 50? Well, let's say I'll be happy at the moment with like 120. 150, perfect. Okay, so it was beeping before because it was under 50 ohms. Look at that, 160, 163. It's climbing back up. That's really, really good. And I think that area is meant to be open line that I've just measured. 168. All of these caps are measuring fine now. So that's good. Okay. The filters themselves, yeah, we can test the filters. I see a couple of people saying test the filters, test the filters. Let's have a look. So a filter should measure continuity vertically, not diagonally. So let's measure here. That's good. We don't get anything here. Through here, that's good. Do we get here and here? We do. Here and here? Nope. That's good. Here and here? Good. Here and here? Nope. Here and here? Good. Here and here? Good. Here? Good. Good. That checks out to be all A-OK. I think, honestly, we are ready for a test right now to see if this is going to work. What a crazy fix that will be. What a great fix that will be, to be honest. Everyone's a winner. Maybe traces got damaged when you change the port. Change the port? Bizarre, I haven't changed the port on this. This is the first time I've been. This is the first time anybody's been inside this console. The liquid metal situation on here is really good as well. Okay, let's see. I will just quickly. I can't see any oxidation to the nation on this APU. Look at that. Wow. Bless me. That's really good. Really, really good. Look at that. Gorgeous, actually. And then can we do the same for the actual die? I'm just moving all the liquid metal back onto the die. Perfect. Who thinks it's going to work in the chat? Is this going to work? All right, let's give it a test. Beep on, beep off, says Zen. Ciao! Death Cortex, welcome. How are you? Let's have faith. Indeed, let's have faith. I completely agree. See what happens. Okay, power. Good. We get the little buzz. I will plug in the HDMI lead. Why not? All right, here we go. Was it this little chip that was causing our issue? I say little chip. It's quite a big chip. 3, 2, 1. Wait for it. Wow. Just like that. I need to make sure this HDMI encoder is actually okay and that we get a display, first of all. Please turn to a white light. We're probably going to get 3 beeps, I imagine. So it's gone to a white light. The console is probably saying now, storage, check, and it's probably going to restart. Because this thing got hit with a ton, like a bunch of bricks. It's got to restart, has to. It's probably repairing console storage as we speak. Because I've not heard the 3 beeps. Let me check. There we go. just as I reach out my arm to change the display. So now it's restarting. And then we're going to hear beep, beep, beep. Ready? There it is. Music to my ears. The 3 chimes of life. Let's see. HDMI, it has locked. There we go. PS5 was not turned off correctly. Right, I can turn this off now. Simple. And it's fixed. Let's go. That was a relatively, I'm going to say quote unquote, air quotes, easy one. Again, if I had that in a repair shop, that is a holy grail. That is like, yep, get it stripped, sort the problem, jubbly. Now all I have to do is put it back together. This is part, like taking this apart and putting it back together takes longer than the actual fix. Funny. That could actually make for a nice video. I know it was relatively quick, but I mean, if anything, it just goes to show the power of like visual inspection. I don't know if you guys agree, but it's a very, very handy tool to have, your eyes, believe it or not. And you should feel privileged to have them. There we go. Actually, it's the thing you're on first, isn't it? Where is it? Where is the... There it is. Found you. Found you. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. I appreciate you. I'm just putting this back together now. I don't know what we're going to do next. We shall see. Was this free repair? Yeah, this is yours, Damo. Yeah. It's done, mate. All fixed. Lovely jubbly, Damo. I did ask if you was going to be in the chat. I wasn't too sure, but yeah, man, it's all sorted. All fixed. Just like that. This is one of the ones, Damo, where it's actually taken longer to take it apart and put it back together than the actual fix. You're more than welcome, man. And it wasn't a power supply. It was a HDMI chip. This one, this bad boy. So basically, the lightning storm occurred, or whatever it was, a storm, and the HDMI was plugged in, like everybody would leave their console plugged in, of course. And the storm damage has probably come through the cable, busted the chip, which is this one, and that was causing the no power, but it's fixed. For you and your friend. You're more than welcome, mate. Don't worry about it. It's all good. A fellow Southampton lad. A fellow Southampton lad. I was saying as well, it's quite loose in the box, Damien. So what I'll do is I'll put some padding in the box to make sure it doesn't rattle around as much, and then I'll just put some plastic wrap over it and send it to the address you've told me to. The chip visuals was just a coincidence. What do you mean, Bizarre? Is there a reason you don't fix PS4s? There isn't a reason. I just don't really come across any. In these savants until we die. Thanks, mate. Don't have it. No, it's okay, mate. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. It's all good. They'll probably, if I can get a video out of it, a minimum of like 8 minutes, then I'll try my best to do that, and it will probably go out on, I'd say, Wednesday. But also, feel free to show him this live stream if he's like interested to see exactly what's happened with it and the actual repair process. But yeah, I was saying, I think if this was a repair shop, you're easily looking at around about 90 to 100 quid in terms of like repair, I think, because those chips aren't cheap to replace, the HDMI encoders. But yeah, I think that's probably around about the pricing you're looking at. I told him to tune in now and follow. Oh, you don't have to do that, mate. It's okay. It's just if he's interested in seeing the repair process of the PS5, then he's got it all here. I've obviously tried my best to look after it as best I can as well. Take care with it. But I'll get it sent back for you. It'll be tracked 48, mate, if that's okay. So expect it. What day are we today, chat? We're Tuesday. Tuesday. So maybe I'm not going to be able to get it out today. I'll probably get it sent tomorrow. So I'd say maybe around about Friday, latest. Should we unplug our electronics if there's storms? You can get like power surge protectors, right? For like sockets, extension leads and whatnot. They're meant to be really good. But I mean, I guess in this circumstance, I don't know if that would protect it because it was through the HDMI. But I guess if you had your TV hooked up to it, maybe it would save that. You're more than welcome, Damien, mate. Hey Joe, love your videos. It's really inspiring me to try and learn about more electronics. You're more than welcome, Afik. Thank you for joining and tuning in. I don't know. Yeah, Damien, was the TV damaged or not? Do you know? Was it just the console? It wouldn't surprise me if the TV was damaged as well. I saw those cables put back together. Let's get the disk drive hooked up. It doesn't need a clean. It is absolutely spotless, by the way. I just want to make sure we're not getting any wires trapped because it can be very, very common in these areas. See this blue one here? It can easily get trapped. So I'm just going to move it under there like that. I should tape it down, shouldn't I? I forgot to tape it down. That's what the tape's intended for. Perfect. And we've got a little bit of tape here as well. Chapley. There it is. Cool. Nice and snug fit. How many screws has the PS5 got? 35,000. Belkin surge protector. Yeah, something like that is really good. Any tips for replacing an Xbox One X retimer. Xbox One X retimers, they can be pretty tough because the boards for Xbox One X's are relatively thick. But I would say if you've just watched this stream and this fix for this console, use that as a reference because it's very, very similar. But I believe you'll need a little bit more welly for the retimer on a One X. There we go. Put this back. Lord, that glove is hot, you know. It's like it's just warm, muggy, humid, as they say. Guys, thank you very much for the follows today, by the way. I appreciate you. Legendaries. If you haven't followed, feel free to follow on Twitch. We are closing in on 20,000 followers. I'd muchly appreciate it. Let's put that there like that. Move this up. Only if you're enjoying the content, though. That's the rule. Ding dang do. Couple more screws and we are golden. Did you ever fix the bent Nintendo Switch? No. There's a video coming out with that tomorrow. I did not. The Nightmare Switch. Good practice though. Really good practice. Give yourself some credit, it's kind of fixed. I can't argue. Yeah, I can't argue. There we go. That is this console up and running. Turn her on. I'll put on the camo camera and show you guys exactly what I see so you can see it working. Guys, thank you very much for the support today, by the way. I appreciate you and your faces. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dip, 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 dip. Where is camo? Camo, camo. There you are. Camo Studio. Joey iPhone, lovely jubbly bubbly. And here we go. You ready? Put the camera on. Here we go. So let's change it. HDMI 1. Now I know my monitor is very, very dirty. Oh wait, let me record. Let's go again. Always takes 2, by the way. HDMI 1. Here we go. Is it going to lock? We should see HDMI 1. Yep. And do we get the display? Come on. There it is. Just like that. PS5. Fixed. You can also see me up here as well. Jubbly. Turn that bad boy off. Whoa. Let me put some music on quick. Oh. Wow, I need the toilet so bad, guys. BRB 2 seconds. I need a whiz. Now I'm going to pack this PS5 up. Get that all sorted. The monitor was fried? Ah, interesting. Alright, so Damo has just said that the monitor was fried from the PS5. So yeah, that's what it was then. So it wasn't the power. It was the monitor. Yeah, it was the monitor. The electricity went through the monitor and fried the PS5. How interesting, hey? Funny how it works. What's up, Jovial? Had it hooked up to a 4K monitor at the time of storm. Lord, glove. Ooh. Right, let me wee quick. Ow. You've got to be sick as a parrot if you voted 2. What does that even mean? What is like, how are you as sick as a parrot? Who said no? I won't call them out, that's not fair. Alright, let me get this put back properly. Again, I want to make it so that it's not rattling us around as much as what it was, you know? So I will use bubble wrap for the inside. It'd probably be best. Tell you what, I'll use some of my roll. I'll use some of my big roll here and wrap it. And then, not too much though, because I need to use some padding. So I need to wrap the PS5 a little bit. And then I also need to use some padding. Let me move this mat out. So it doesn't come then. Nerd, welcome. What does your spare parts console bin look like? A lot less since I've been doing free repairs. I'll be honest. A lot less since I've been doing free repairs, as you can imagine. So a lot of the stuff that I use for my free repairs comes from donors. So I mean, it's kind of like recycling that stuff to help others, right? It's nice. Because before that, I mean, I was just chucking a lot of my stuff. I was giving it to like one of the guys who used to work at Rocket, and he'd put it up to sell on eBay because I just didn't have the time. I gave him so much, like, it was just like parts, you know, so many parts, chassis for PS5s and power supplies and just a bunch of things. A lot of it was faulty stuff, but if the time was taken to list it all up, still good money to be made, definitely. But there was a lot of it, so I didn't go gym today, chat. It's not good. But today was a rest day. I've been every day since... When did I go gym? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Hey mate.
No.
Just throwing the sub your way. Still
Legendary.
enjoying the videos.
Thank
just
you.
not had time to watch live.
No, that's all good, mate. Don't worry about it.
Nice
Right.
one.
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Heedy coming in with a prime for 2 months in a row. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I went to gym. When did I go gym? I went gym Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I went for... Well, Monday was squash. I'm going to say I had 4 activity days, so today's going to be a rest day. So I don't feel that bad. Right, there we go. Some people did see a picture of my progress recently. I put a progress picture. I had it on Twitch, actually. Showed it on Twitch. Please tell me that fits. Oh, look at that. Snug. That's exactly what I want. So it's a little bit more snug now compared to what it was, because it was rattling around a little bit before. That's perfect. Veins popping. I'm bulking as well, so It's good. Oh wait, is that popping? Is that going to be okay? Is that going to fit in the box? We'll soon find out. Don't know if that's going to fit in the box. I hope so. Let's see. Because if not, I'm going to have to just remove some of the wrap. I don't think it will. Have I put the wrong one on? Maybe this one goes on the other side. Is one of them thicker? I don't know. Maybe? Is this one thicker? Oh yeah, it is. Right? Yeah. Right, let's get this in. Wicked. Snug. That is snug. Cool. Make sure that bottom doesn't fall through. And then I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to pad it with some of the packaging that I had. Damon, I don't know if it's still here. I'm just going to use this packaging to help pad it on the sides to make sure it's not rattling around as much inside, okay? You shove it into the crevices. No need to waste that. I've also got some bubble wrap here as well, left over, so that'll fit in there, won't it? Yeah, to be fair, that'll do. Maybe just close that, like that. Bish bash. Bosh. That's all good. Cool. I'm just going to... No, to be fair, that'll be okay, because it also goes in the other thing, doesn't it? It goes in the paper thing. And then I'll wrap it up. Put this on the floor. I'm holding the bottom, make sure it don't fall through. I don't think it will. It's just this corner bit. Get off. Here we go. Slide down. Give me the satisfying part. Oh. There we go, thank you. Right. Where's my tip? I just had it. HDMI encoder. Yeah, HDMI encoder. Fold these parts in. These flimsy things are so flimsy. Shock. Welcome, by the way, peeps. Welcome to the stream. No, I'm not doing any wrist curls. No. No wrist curls. I'm going to take this box up. It's got some rips in. No wrist curls, nothing like that. I think it's just like a, it's the outcome of having like, just doing varied exercises, right? I do like a lot of barbell curls. So I think that's naturally developing my forearms with the weight increase and etc, etc. I'd like to think so anyway. I mean, I could be just entirely wrong. I'm still complete like noob. Yeah, I'm just taping this box up. Nice. There we go. It's better. At the bottom as well, I'll tape it just in case. Because why not? Make sure we're all covered, hey? Because I can now, yeah, I flipped upside down. It's not moved at all, which is good. Yeah, so I do a lot of bicep stuff, which I think helps develop the wrist and the forearm. It's like stability, right? Stability exercises. I don't do many dumbbell stuff because I don't necessarily enjoy dumbbell stuff. I feel like that's when I get injured the most, you know? I feel like genuinely the times that I get injured is when I do dumbbells. So I kind of avoid it. I guess the only thing that kind of feels like natural to me and good when I do it is like if I was to do an incline dumbbell. That's the only time. If I have to do like a flat press, it doesn't sit good with me for whatever reason. God, I'm sweating. What do I normally do for work? This is my work, my friend. I'm in a lucky position where I get to fix things for free at the moment. I always caveat it because anything could happen at any moment in time, and I might have to do a full 180 on this whole being able to fix things for free because, you know, things come and go. But I'm loving it right now, and I think people are also loving it. You guys like the free repairs, right, chat? You guys like the free repairs? Because it's kind of just a cool thing to do. I get content from it, so I win, therefore get paid, and people get repairs. So, you know, because of whatever position they're in, they might be able to get these repairs done at shops and whatnot. So I feel lucky and blessed to be able to do it, and you guys support. It's just an all round win, 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 win. It's literally what it is. I couldn't ask for like to be luckier, you know. And you know, unfortunately, there will come a day where I have to stop doing free repairs. I don't think it's something I'm going to be able to do forever, but I will try my hardest to do it for as long as I possibly can. And then I can be like, yep, we made a difference, chat. We made a difference. And sometimes that's what life is all about. And all I ask, there's a lot of people out there that when they submit the free repairs, I get messages like, let me pay for postage and let me do XYZ, let me do this, thank you so much, blah, blah. Even if I've not fixed it, people like, let me pay you for your time. And it's nice just to be able to be like, no, it's all good. You don't have to worry about that. It's like, you know, it's the free repair for free repair. Luckily, I've not had to ask for any money for any parts from anyone. Still. So I find that to be a blessing as well, you know. What price did Joey say? What's that for, Def? Price for what? Oh, sweating, man. No funds, guys. No funds. No funds. No funds. So it's here. I have to go back to work, but thank you again so much. You've reconnected a brother with his lost brother. Words can't express how grateful I am for this, and to you. You're more than welcome, mate. Don't worry. It's all good. Told you, if I can do it, I'll do it. Simple as. And all I asked, Damien, all I ask, I don't want anything in return. Nothing. But if there is an opportunity for you to pass on some goodwill to someone else, that's all I ask. If you're in a position to do that. If not, no dramas. Don't worry about it. It's not a thing to make you feel guilty or anything, but if there's a position where you're able to forward that on, then do it. Let's get this wrapped up. That's all. Oh no, don't do this to me. I hate when this stuff does this. When the wrap no longer wraps because it gets stuck to itself. Please don't do this. Please. Chill, 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 chill. Chill, chill, chill. Alright, let me keep you like that for now, and then I'm just going to wrap over you. Ah! There we go. Right, now I should be able to get a decent wrap here. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Just like that. Yeah. Go on then, my son. Okay. And now I've just got to rotate. I'm doing this here. Usually I would do this in the bedroom where I've got like a lot more space. But that is not a thing right now because I'm streaming. Oh. God, it's so hot and humid, man. Just put my aircon on, hey? Us Brits love a moan, chat. Guys, there's no bunny suit fun. Yep.
For USB hub replacement fund.
Who was it? BS, thank you very much for the 200. I appreciate you. 200 bits, very, very kind. There is no fund. Yep.
Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
You're a big inspiration for all types of repair enthusiasts.
Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I've definitely got some enemies out there.
No garage fund.
No garage fund. There is no garage fund. I'm very lightheaded. Wow. What on earth? Cassie, thank you very much for the $5. I appreciate you. Thank you. And Low Viz, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. I've got one more side to do, guys. One more side to do. I want to make sure it's fully covered. There's a thing that's rattling around in there, and it's the power cable. Just going from side to side. It's in a little box on its own, is all. Yo. We got a hype train. Thank you, guys.
Towards the Joey's Garage Gym Fund.
No, guys, there is no Joey Garage. I think I'm one of those people. I think I'll always go to the gym from now on. I don't think I'd have. Well, obviously, I don't have enough room for a gym, but I kind of like the whole fact of getting up and going. You know, there's something about that. I don't think I would do that if I had it in my house. Unless it was a proper spec'd out gym. Unless it was a proper spec'd out gym. Where's the scissors? They're on the floor. There we go. Oh, there it is. Let me put these on. Jeez Louise. What's the time? Oh my gosh, it's 5:15. Where does life go, huh? Lost 70 pounds since January. Let's go, Elk. That's hype. That's such a solid amount, man. You should be super proud of yourself. 70 pounds? What on earth? Since January as well. Let's go, man. That's amazing. Heading to the beach. Let's go. Oh, guys, I think it's time for a new roll soon. I'm so excited. That's when, that's how sad I am. I get excited for stuff like new rolls of sellotape, man. What am I? 32 years old. 32 years old, getting excited about sellotape, hey? One more, just to make sure. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be a new roll. I can feel the glue going, you know. Man, I'm so hot, man. PS5 wrapped, ready to go. Yes. Ugh. Right, chat. I think safe to say it's probably best for me to go now. Get these labels and stuff printed. Get these free repairs back to their respected owners.
Happy 33rd birthday tomorrow, Joey.
Guys, it's not my birthday. It's my birthday month. It's not my birthday tomorrow. But yeah, Carson, thank you very much for the $5. Russ, thank you very much for the $1.99. Appreciate you. Thank you. Guys, one in the chat if you've enjoyed today's stream. Happy 50th, you cheeky. I feel 50. Look at me. There's going to be a PC soon, isn't there? There's going to be a PC build soon. So if you're interested in that, I know Bod ain't going to be around for that stream, but it's going to be a fun one. You're going to watch me struggle. First, I'm going to have to strip it. I'll save it for a Sunday, and I might start a little bit earlier. I might start 1 PM to give myself a little bit more time. I don't know how it's going to go. I might mess it up completely. And yeah, we'll go from there. And you guys can show me how to install Windows without needing a license key to boot it up. And then he can just sign in with his account when he gets the PC. Guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you so much for joining today. I appreciate all the support as always. And my next stream, what are we today? We're Tuesday. I'm busy tomorrow, so I won't be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow isn't usually a streaming day anyway, but I've just been streaming a bit more lately. I don't know why. I think it's healthy. I like it. I really enjoy the streaming aspect of life. I like talking to people, which is weird because I don't really like talking to people in real life. So like, it's weird. Maybe it's just because I feel like I'm speaking to myself. Maybe it's my therapy. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. And I'll see you probably Thursday. I'm going to put the aircon on. Much love, and I'll see you then. Goodbye. Ciao for now.